Just before sunrise on 28 October 2005, Lucio Rendon, Salvador Ordonez and Jesus Vidana, along with two other seafarers, left the Mexican port of San Blas, Nayarit, to catch sharks south of the Islas Marias. They left in a 28 feet or 8.5 meters fiberglass boat, but they exhausted their fuel, and strong easterly winds cast them adrift in the northern equatorial current, which crosses the Pacific Ocean from Mexico to the Philippines. Rendon's family searched for several weeks to find them. But without a radio, the fishermen had no way to raise help. Surviving 9 months adrift, the three survived for 9 months on raw fish, seagulls, and sea turtles, and by collecting rain in empty gasoline containers. This was scarce during the first month, but with the onset of winter, successive cold fronts brought showers, enabling their survival. However, two other companions, including the vessel's owner, died from starvation after 2 months. Hope returned to the stranded fishermen when they saw planes flying from the west. They realized that it would be easier to cross the ocean to the west rather than attempting to turn into the wind to return to Mexico. They fashioned a sail with blankets and continued westwards, following the wind and the currents. Over 270 days their average speed was 4 kilometers per hour or 2.5 miles per hour, which is very slow when they had to cross the entire Pacific Ocean. The men made fishing hooks with strings and wire from the engine and caught turtles by diving into the ocean with a rope tied to their waists. They ate everything: meat, blood, bones, eggs, and so survived for 9 months, crossing 2/3 of the Pacific Ocean, more than 5,500 miles or 8,800 kilometers westwards. Rescue at sea. On 9 August 2006, their boat was spotted on the radar of a Taiwanese tuna fishing vessel at a distance of 20 miles or 32 kilometers. The captain ordered the crew to sail towards the signal to investigate, thinking the radar signal was too strong to be a group of seagulls. Soon they reached the stranded boat and picked up the three surviving fishermen around 14 o'clock local time at a point located 200 meters or 320 kilometers east of the Marshall Islands. The survivors were reported to be very thin and hungry, but otherwise healthy. The sailors of the Taiwanese boat took them aboard and gave them food, medical care, and clothes, and had them rest for the 13 days until they disembarked. On 22 August 2006, they were handed over to the local authorities and later to an official from the Mexican embassy in New Zealand, who arranged to have them flown back to Mexico. Back home, they arrived back in Mexico on 27 August 2006, and after visiting their families, they went back to San Blas to continue with shark fishing. They said that they had experienced the worst that the ocean could bring, so why not just continue to fish like they have always done?